Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2024. Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. We are gathered here for this monumental occasion to honor our graduating senior class of 2024. To honor America, please rise for the singing of the national anthem performed by Langtree's very own Alex Amundsen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, we're so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights over ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Alex. Students, you may be seated. I would like to introduce our Upper Campus Dean of Students, Mr. Darrell Wells.
It is my honor to introduce our platform guests in attendance for today's ceremony. Please hold your applause until all guests have been recognized. Guests, please stand as your name is called. Renee Hay, Upper Campus Principal. Miranda Day, Upper Campus Assistant Principal. Amber Winter, Upper Campus Counselor. Melissa Perez, Upper Campus Counselor. Jennifer Wilson, Lower Campus Principal. Stacy Passage, Lower Campus Assistant Principal. CSUSA State Team Members, David Machado, State Superintendent. Margaret Nampon, State Director. Claire Porter, State Deputy Director. Andres Cantillo, Senior IT Manager, Carolinas. Jesus Uzakitigwe, Marketing and Enrollment Manager. Nicole Sanfilippo, Instructional Support Specialist. Shane Liss, Director of School Support. Our esteemed NCCEF board members, Martin Conway, Beth Compton, James Fonseca, Chad Metzler, Kelly Milligan, Prashawn Love. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming our guests. As seniors, you have worked diligently to make these past years ones you will remember. Certainly, the most important part of this year is now. On behalf of our seniors at Langtree Charter Academy, we are requesting that all in attendance help us to make this special commencement a memorable and dignified ceremony. We want your commencement ceremony to reflect the honor and respectability of this important day. In keeping with these goals, we ask that you follow these guidelines. Students, families, and friends, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices now. We ask that you please remain silent while each senior's name is called during the presentation of diplomas. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, I would like to introduce our Upper Campus Assistant Principal, Miranda Day.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. At this time, I would like to introduce the Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2024 Student Council President, Peter Gaventer. He is described by his teachers as respectful and dedicated. He is encouraging and influential to other students. Peter has been an active member in many clubs and organizations throughout his high school years, such as Beta Club, National Arts Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta. We all wish him the best in his future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Class of 2024 Student Council President, Mr. Peter Gaventer.
I knew this was going to be the worst part of being class president, but here I go. So, greetings, fellow graduates, families, staff, and everyone else. Today I'm here to burden you with my graduation speech, but please trust I had the intention of being inspired. Now, like most of my schoolwork, this was also done at the last minute. However, in an effort to finally complete this, I timed myself to write this as quickly as possible. By the end of this speech, I'll reveal exactly how long it took me, and we'll see if I should feel embarrassed or not. I apologize if my work comes off as shoddy. Thank you to Ms. Purdue for teaching me that word. She's somewhere out there. Ms. Purdue. Another disclaimer, I preemptively included all the areas where I need to say so don't be appalled. Just trust, it's all part of the plan. First and foremost, I have to send my appreciation out to all my teachers, our staff, my family, friends, and everyone else who helped me become who I am today. I'm just as much a product of myself as I am of others. I couldn't have done it without so many of you. With that said, here are some specialized thank yous. Thank you to Mr. Stewart for teaching my siblings and I since day one, and for showing me how to understand one's self-worth. Thank you to Ms. Clark for putting up with this all, and genuinely being one of the best teachers I've ever had. If I were a teacher, I'd be jealous of you. Jealous a lot. And we know you like to joke that you hate kids, but we know you really don't. Thank you to Ms. Malgiri for being such an incredibly understanding and relatable teacher. You are truly someone we feel like we can go to, and I'm so happy I got to spend one more year with you by convincing you to teach AP Stats. This is the ultimate celebration of learning, Ms. Mao. Thank you to Ms. Jane, who has stuck by the class of 2024 since 7th grade. Thank you to Ms. Gordon for being our 24/7 hallway monitor. The freshmen are truly blessed to have you. Thank you to Mr. Laughinghouse, who manages to be one of the most funny, expressive, and motivating teachers at Langtree, all while still somehow following the rules. Thank you to Ms. Aka for investing in my art career since 2nd grade. We've definitely seen a sizable return on that investment. Thank you to Ms. Lozano for brightening up our blue and beige hallways with a big smile and kind words. Thank you to Mr. Ivy for all your very creative ideas. Thank you to Mr. Whaley for believing in my abilities, especially when it came to mock trial, and for being such a knowledgeable teacher. Thank you to Ms. Winter, Ms. Smith, Ms. Perez, and Ms. C for figuring out 100 kids post-secondary plans. You guys are the true warriors of this school. Thank you to everyone in the front office, even Ms. Brittany and Ms. Megan, who handed me my countless tardy slips, and I'm sure their day would feel off if they didn't give a good mentor a tardy slip. Thank you to our lunch staff for putting in so much underappreciated work each day and for greatly improving our lunches and feeding our big bags. Thank you to Principal Hay for being one of Langtree's best principals and for truly understanding us as students, and for always understanding the task at hand. Ms. Hay, it's time to set a new goal, because I can say we do have strong minds and good hearts. Thank you. And thank you to everyone else who didn't get a shout out. You are no less special. And thank you to all of our new or old teachers or teachers who haven't taught me for your tremendous impact on our school. Now, the point of all these thank yous is not just to demonstrate my sincere and genuine appreciation for all these people who left an extraordinary impact on me and my class. It's also to demonstrate how lucky and blessed Langtree is to have all of these excellent teachers and staff, despite the fact that we hear news of teacher shortages and turnover rates. Success in education cannot be driven by a business model or a cookie-cutter building. It is driven by people with genuine hearts, and we have that here at Langtree. I do not credit our school's success to anything but that. These teachers deserve a lot more, and it's past time we recognize that fact. Lastly, thank you to my family. Thank you to my mom and my dad and my 3 sisters. I wouldn't be here without you, because unlike most families, you didn't push me to pursue a certain talent or to become a certain somebody, or even because you didn't push me to show up to school some days. But because you let me be myself, you let me learn myself, that is why I'm here today. Now I'd like to talk about us, the class of 2024, and to show you how beautiful of a class we are, and to recognize all of our achievements. Being here since the school's founding, I've seen a lot of graduating classes, and I could stand here and unequivocally say that there's no other class I'd rather be a part of than the one I'm graduating with here today. One of our brightest accomplishments as a class is all of our investments we made in our extracurriculars, our clubs, and our organizations. Today we sit here having a record number of clubs in Langtree's history, which stands roughly at 21 or 22 clubs. And we've greatly grown the diversity and variation in our clubs thanks to the class of 2024. We have clubs like our Super Cool Pickleball Club, our Spanish Club, our Revive Beta Club, and so much more. If that wasn't enough, our class of 2024 dominated the Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy's club officer positions when we were all juniors, so we have leadership, isn't that right, Ms. Clark? Apart from our extracurriculars, the class of 2024's diversity is also an incredible strength. And I'm not referring merely to race, I'm referring to everything from wealth to gender, but I'm sure we also have set a record for students in a class who are not born in the United States. And I can stand here and tell you all the ways in which diversity is one of our greatest strengths as a society, but the simple pleasure of this all is that our diversity has greatly grown and contributed to the culture at Langtree Charter Academy. Like, how could anyone not want to stop by Ms. Lozano's room and see what's cooking open there? Furthermore, Langtree's class of 2024 is just full of beautiful people with beautiful personalities. Our class consists of impressive athletes, painters, musicians, film connoisseurs, even gamers, mechanics, motorcyclists, regular cyclists, bakers, and a lot more. And as I listed those groups, so many people come to mind for each respective group. But don't be mistaken, these aren't cliques or divisions. These are beautiful interests which have immensely strengthened our class and also have demonstrated our success for the future. That is where I'd like to turn to next, the future. So many of us are scared of it, but it's really not something to be scared of. Sure, change is scary, and I'll certainly feel uneasy for a bit after breaking 12-ish years of tradition being at Langtree. But you can't stop change any more than you can stop Mr. Stewart from getting his daily Diet Dr. Pepper. Change is inevitable, so it's better to embrace it. Now, on the subject of change, if you've been to other graduation speeches in recent past, I'm sure you all have heard a lot about changing the world. And although some of us might, a lot of us will not, and that's perfectly okay. All of our dreams and aspirations push us forward, yes, and sometimes result in an explosion of success, but that should never be the goal unless you want to live a life of disappointment. Success in life is certainly not limited to a 4-year degree or a 6-figure income, nor a happy family in a big house or viral fame and a buttload of power. For me, and I hope a lot of people feel this way too, the number one goal in life is to find peace and contentment, and that's all that matters. And to achieve that goal, you don't have to change the world. You merely have to change your world. That is why I'm so hopeful that Langtree's class of 2024 will succeed. Thank you. And as of May 27th, it took me only 2 hours and 15 minutes to write this, so not too bad.
Thank you, Peter. It is now my honor to introduce the Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2024 salutatorian, Caitlin Doro. Caitlin stands out in our senior class, not only for her academic accomplishments, but furthermore, for her outstanding school leadership, kind and friendly demeanor, and the relationships she has cultivated with peers, teachers, and staff members. A few of her accomplishments are writing and publishing a children's book and serving as president of multiple student organizations and honor societies. We all wish Caitlin the best in her future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the class of 2024 salutatorian, Caitlin Doro.
Good evening. I want to begin tonight by thanking our teachers, administrators, coaches, parents, family, and friends. We wouldn't be here tonight without the support you all have given us. I want to thank you for believing in us even on days when we felt discouraged and overwhelmed. Additionally, you have pushed us to be the best version of ourselves. In 2011, our class entered kindergarten. Ms. Maljury would say that that's a blast from the past. And in kindergarten, we had no idea what was to come in the following 13 years. But we had big motivations and ambitions. As time went on, our motivations may have changed, but I want you to ask yourself, who do I want to be in the future, and what goals do I have now? When considering motivations, I know one I had freshman year was to persevere through an entire school year online. That year, we were forced to adjust to online school while navigating a global pandemic. Some of us showed up to class, and if we're being honest, some of us slept through class. Through the pandemic, we never knew if we would have enough toilet paper to make it through to the next day, and when it became available, it was a mad rush to see who could purchase it first. Many of us had the same motivation I did freshman year, to persevere through a time of uncertainty and to purchase the toilet paper before it runs out. Sophomore year, we came back to school and reconnected as a class. Towards the beginning of the year, we read The Joylet Club in Miss Pardue's class. And a significant quote from the book states, "But she never looked back with regret. There are so many ways for things to get better." Coming back to school, we were able to make a name for ourselves as high schoolers and decide our path. We were able to look forward to having real high school experiences despite our strange freshman year. Our situation at school was not 100% normal, but we were able to make the most of the year. In the fall, we played Langtree's first ever Powder Puff football game and took a win against the juniors and freshmen. We also had our first high school spirit week and pep rallies. And from learning civics in Ms. Clark's class to our first homecoming at Kerrigan Farms, sophomore year was filled with many great memories. My motivations changed from persevering through a time of uncertainty to making high school memories and deciding who I want to be. Junior year, we began to take our future more seriously with college tours and SATs. Our motivations became deeper, and the question, who do I want to be in the future, became more real. Yet we were still able to have fun and win the Powder Puff football game again in the fall. Some of us enjoyed going on walks to learn about the environment in Miss Gordon's class, or celebrating Pi Day with Miss Maljury. We also took on the year as upperclassmen and developed our leadership skills. A quote from John F. Kennedy is, "Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other." This quote became real to me junior year as I realized that great leaders are also great learners, and as Mr. Cedeno would always ask me, what do we need to learn? And the answer is everything. From learning how to hit the hound dog to learning the unit circle in pre-calc, junior year had a lot to learn. That year, we also encountered the power of beta and became great leaders in Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy. My motivation shifted from making high school memories and deciding who I want to be to becoming a strong leader, building great relationships, and learning how to impact the community. And nothing builds great relationships like early morning cheer practices at 6 a.m., especially when we had to wake up our missing teammates with a why are you not here phone call. And having an all-out tag war with the team over the course of months. Our team also bonded over seeing how many times we could get away with doing the cheer, dribble, 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 take that ball down the middle at every game. Senior year, our class got closer and we enjoyed our final school year together. We celebrated our achievements, made new friends, and enjoyed our last homecoming, prom, spirit week, and sports seasons. And yes, we did have a Powder Puff game in the fall, and we definitely didn't lose our winning streak to the freshmen. Shout out to you guys. We played hours of pickleball, and we never let the rain stop us. We had memorable senior nights because we had the best teammates. We switched roles in Miss Maljury's class and had interesting discussions in Mr. Laughinghouse's class that may have ventured off from the curriculum. We even explored what would happen if we had sand kings as pets in Mr. Stewart's class. And from our first college acceptance in the fall to college decision day, we decided which path would be best for us to take. Some of us are serving our country, enrolling in a 2 or 4 year university, or entering the workforce. But we made it through difficult classes and challenging situations. But through these hardships, we further developed our motivations through our search to answer the question, who do I want to be in the future? One of my favorite memories from this year was at the 1A state softball playoffs. At the game, when my teammates and I were warming up, my coach knew that this might be our last game. She told Jesse and I to just have fun and enjoy it. And though we didn't win, we ended up playing one of my favorite and most memorable games of the season. And those words my coach said stuck with me. Just have fun. No matter how you answer the question, who do I want to be in the future, or what your motivations are, each of us have a unique opportunity to start a new chapter. We each have the power to author our own stories and write our own book. And while we're preparing for our next adventure, we must remember to just have fun every once in a while. I wanted to also include one of my favorite verses before concluding today. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future, Jeremiah 29:11. I would not be here today if it wasn't for my relationship with Jesus, and he has a plan for you. I also want to take a minute to thank my parents for helping me get through my high school years and always supporting me. From senior sunrise to senior sunset, I'm so thankful I got to be a part of this Langtree class of 2024, and I'm grateful for all the amazing friendships and role models Langtree has given me. And as the yearbook states, this is Kate Dog 28 signing out, and we're all gonna say we're locked in, we're clocked in, cheerleaders out there. We're locked in, we're clocked in, we're Lions. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. For our final student address, I am honored to introduce the Langtree Charter Academy's Class of 2024 valedictorian, Maxwell Jennings. The Valedictorian Award is the highest honor a student can receive while in high school. The valedictorian ranks first in academic achievements and is considered the top student in his or her class. Max is graduating with the highest cumulative GPA in Langtree's history. While at Langtree, Max has been involved in several organizations, such as Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy, Mu Alpha Theta, and National Honor Society. Additionally, he has taken over 20 college-level courses while in high school and has excelled in each and every one. Max represents the graduating class of 2024 with distinction and excellence. We all wish him well and the best in his future endeavors. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the class of 2024 valedictorian Maxwell Jennings.
Good evening, teachers, staff, parents, family members, friends, and my fellow graduates. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the class of 2024 graduation. I am proud to be standing up here tonight as your valedictorian. I have been at Langtree since it opened 11 years ago, and it has been a great, fun, and interesting time. I would not be where I am today without the support of everyone around me. First, thank you to all my teachers who I've had the pleasure of being a student of throughout my time here. Some may have been a little crazy, especially the middle school ones, like Mr. Martin. But really, we've had some amazing, unique teachers. We have teachers who will challenge us and will have us use our own creativity to solve a problem, such as when Mr. Stewart told us to analyze literature using the mysterious terms form, style, and language. We have teachers who will make their class fun, such as Mr. Whaley playing the New York Times Connections game every day to warm up our brains. We have teachers who will even challenge themselves in order to educate us. For instance, Ms. Malgiri taught statistics this year, a topic she was not familiar with beforehand, and was still able to do a phenomenal job teaching us what a p-value was. There are many more amazing teachers like Mr. Laughinghouse, Mr. Julian, Mr. James, Ms. Clark, and the list goes on and on. Our school has been very lucky to have an abundance of teachers that throughout our academic career have been very supportive and willing to help us succeed. So thank you, teachers. I would like to thank the Langtree staff and administration as well. They do a great job of running the school right outside our classrooms. Thank you to our counselors who help us with all sorts of things, such as advising and ensuring we are taking classes that best suit our interests. Thank you to our principals who have been working hard to keep the school in order. And thank you to the rest of the faculty here at Langtree who have been working diligently to ensure our education is as good as it can be. I would like to thank my family for supporting me throughout my academic journey. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always being there when I need you and for always pushing me to do better in school. I also want to thank my 3 supportive siblings, including my sister Macy, who just so happened to be Langtree's valedictorian for her class of 2022 just 2 years ago. I would just want to point out that I have a higher GPA than she did. Finally, I would like to thank my friends and fellow graduates who have been very kind and helpful. I have been around my classmates for many years, so I'm glad that we are able to celebrate our accomplishments together here tonight. I have been at Langtree for 11 years. That's a long time, and I've developed as a person a lot. Back in elementary and middle school, I was always known as the quiet kid who would never say anything. My 5th grade teacher, Mr. Duncan, can attest to that, as he claims I didn't say more than 10 words my entire 5th grade year. And while I am still somewhat quiet and reserved, it is to a far lesser degree than it was before. I've learned to be more open and willing to talk to others. I've learned to embrace collaboration as I've learned of the great benefits of teamwork. For example, in my physics class, I and some friends, whenever we had a difficult problem to solve, would work together to solve it. We were able to teach and help each other if someone didn't understand a challenging problem or concept. I've learned that it is important to have friends you can depend on to support and help you. I mean, just a few days ago, when I needed help writing the speech, I called a friend who gave me some suggestions. Thank you, Zach. That's not something I will have necessarily done back in elementary or middle school. We live in a world that requires you to be social and communicative. It is important for us, as we move into the next stages of our lives, to keep and create new friends. We need friends who are supportive, empathetic, kind, willing to help, and willing to learn. Friends who will be with us step by step in our next stages in life. As I have learned during my time here, friends will be able to help us through whatever challenge comes our way. And we need friends who will accept you for who you are. As I go on to college in a few months, I look forward to meeting new people. Sorry. Sorry about that. I look forward to meeting new people, making new friends, and further improving my communication skills. I encourage you all to do the same. Here at Langtree, I've also learned of the value of hard work. In all my classes, I have strived to do the best I can. I put immense amounts of effort and dedication into my work, and the results speak for themselves. If you truly try hard at something, you'll be able to achieve great things. Whether it be completing a goal, mastering a new skill, or overcoming a pressing challenge, you'll be satisfied with what you have been able to accomplish. Nothing in life comes easy, so it'll take hard work, dedication, and perseverance to unlock your full potential. No matter what future path you decide to pursue, work hard and be proud of your accomplishments. As this part of my life comes to a conclusion, I look forward and am excited for new beginnings and what the future will bring my way. I hope you are excited for your futures too. Congratulations, Langtree class of 2024. I wish you all the best as you enter the next chapters of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. At this time, I am proud and honored to introduce our Upper Campus Principal, Ms. Renee Hay.
Thank you, Peter, Caitlin, and Max. Good evening, everyone. I'm Renee Hay, principal at Langtree Charter Upper. I am honored to stand here today to speak to this talented class of 2024. When I joined Langtree in 2021, you all were sophomores, just getting to know yourselves and getting out of the wild and crazy phase as a freshman. From your unique personalities to your big-hearted nature and even your silliness, you all have left an incredible mark on Langtree. Amongst this graduating class, we have 15 legacy students who have been here at Langtree since the day the doors opened in 2013. Thank you all for choosing Langtree and your commitment to remaining here over the years. Let's take a moment to talk about how Langtree has evolved over your time here. We have really grown as a school, from expanding course options with our College and Career Promise program, to having our very own jazz band, and now our new football field, the Lions Den. Some of you may have wished this would have happened earlier so that you could have experienced it as a student. However, we expect to see each and every one of you at the games as alumni to show some school spirit, because you will always be a lion. Now I have to give it to this class. Your determination is unmatched. You are determined to make memories and start traditions at Langtree. We will all forever remember the senior prank when you made sure everyone knew the class of 2024 was here. Several staff members had their seats wrapped in streamers. You all used every book in a classroom to create a social studies tower. You created a balloon pit near the stairs. And we won't forget that you placed the gavel in a giant balloon and challenged the teacher to get it out. And the obstacle course, as you all were planning this. Oh, the memories you all will have. I also remember students trying to convince me to allow them to bring their dogs to school for the senior prank. And all I'll say is that I was relieved when there weren't 101 Dalmatians at the school that day. You will also remember the class of 2024 clap out, when your staff and peers celebrated you reaching this milestone. For several of you, that's when it really started to sink in, that you were leaving Langtree, a place that has been home for years. You all had a special talent for bringing joy and laughter to our halls. Your sense of humor and lightheartedness have lifted spirits and created a sense of community that will be missed. Never lose that ability to find the joy in life, even in the little things. As you leave Langtree and begin your life as a young adult, I want to give you some key points to keep in mind. First, identify what you are passionate about. I'm not just talking about how passionate you all were trying to remove the dress code policy. I am referring to your passion and purpose in life. Passion and purpose is something that can take a little time to realize. It can be something you find joy in, or that's near and dear to your heart. You will always flourish when you know your purpose and walk in it. I'm sure you all have heard the phrase, find a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. What this refers to is when you love what you do, it's more of a choice to be there because it's what's within you. Many of you are academically gifted, athletically inclined, or skilled in art or music. No matter what your skill set is, always know that you have what you need to fulfill your purpose. Some may ask, how do you identify your purpose? This looks different for everyone. Some may consult with a trusted family member who they look up to. Others may look to a life coach to help guide them. Some may use their religious beliefs to help guide them. Others may do this during quiet times or reflection or perhaps meditation or some other way. Whatever your method is depends on who you are as an individual and is perfectly fine. After you identify what you are passionate about and it's purposeful for you, this brings me to my second point: believing in yourself and your goals. This is having positive thoughts about yourself and believing you can do something that is within your abilities. When you believe in yourself, you have the confidence to take action and get things done that you want or need to accomplish. Focus on having self-confidence by reminding yourself of your strengths, accomplishments, and abilities. Keep the focus on what you do well and celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Once you set your sights on something you want to accomplish, don't let anyone tell you that you can't. As you go on to begin the next chapter of your life, watch the company you keep and surround yourself with people that pour into you, not the opposite. Flock towards like-minded people with goals for themselves, just as you do. With dedication and persistence, you can develop a sense of self-belief and achieve your goals. While it is important to believe in yourself, it is also important to maintain balance and keep growing. This brings me to my next point: to have a growth mindset. Having a growth mindset means you are always looking to get better and not being complacent. No matter what your skills are or gifts, you can always improve. A growth mindset is when you see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. Don't be afraid to take new challenges and push yourself out of your comfort zone. It takes time and effort. This begins with embracing feedback and constructive criticism, learning from mistakes and not seeing them as failures, but instead as opportunities for improvement. This last point is critical in your success. You must have self-discipline. It's holding yourself accountable for your actions and choices, learning from mistakes or failures. It's doing what you need to do, even when you don't want to. It's being consistent, dedicated, and having self-control. Discipline is staying focused on the task at hand, no matter how loud the distractions. Making sacrifices in the short term for the long-term success. All of these key points are critical as you begin adulthood. Your passion and purpose will help you determine what you want to do with your life. Believing in yourself will help give you the motivation needed to get through the challenges you will experience. Having a growth mindset will help you to reach your fullest potential, and having self-discipline will help you to achieve your goals and dreams. You all are an exceptional group of students. Your commitment to your goals and unwillingness to give up is a testament to the strength and resilience you possess. So, class of 2024, as you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember to stay true to yourselves, embrace every opportunity, and keep that lion's spirit roaring. And whatever you decide to do in life, I challenge you to be the best you. Strive to make a positive impact in everything you do. Never settle for mediocrity. Be courageous and bold in your pursuits, and inspire others to do the same. Be the change you want to see in the world. It all starts with you. Your world, this world, is yours for the taking. And I have no doubt that each and every one of you will leave an incredible mark on it. Congratulations, Langtree Lions, class of 2024. Go show the world just what you're made of. Thank you. Junior marshals, please prepare our graduates. As graduates move into place to receive their diplomas, I would like to share some highlights from this amazing class of 2024. Amongst our graduates, we have 77 students who plan to enroll in a 2-year or 4-year college or university. 2 students plan to enlist in the military, and 7 students plan to enter the workforce. The senior class has received over 250 college acceptances and $2.75 million in scholarships. Way to go, class of 2024. At this time, I would like to invite our school counselors, Ms. Amber Winter and Ms. Melissa Perez, to the podium for the presentation of diplomas.
Mia Stephanie Alberto. Adam Gabriel Alexander. Alexander James Amatrano. Kylie Rain Anderson. Carter Ryan and Tisdale. Cullen Thomas Barbie. Kennedy Reese Barnhart. Kaya Taylor Bell. Haley Grace Breger. Dalton Andrew Brindisi. Andrew Reagan Brizard. Madison Sarah Chin. Savannah Lassiter Chipperfield. Zachary Kincaid Chipperfield. Emmerich J. Cobb. Jonathan Eduardo Correas. Avery Peter Cuddy. Austin Taylor Curry. Sullivan David Deaton. Thomas James Dessler. Gabriella Simone Dixon. Gianna Sophia Dixon. Caitlin Joy Doro. Tyler Thomas Drake. Caden Hunter Duncan. Sarah Caroline Durham. Mary Ann Eckford. Soren Morgan Elliott. Baba Swansea Ishun. Anthony Ferreira Flores. Giancarlo Fernandez. Savannah Rose Fine. Gavin James Floyd. Tyler John Fristick. Aaron Paul Galbraith. Olivia Reese Gorham. Thomas Daniel Gosselin. Micaiah Alexis Grindstaff. Hayden Kenneth Golzo. Isabel Ann Gaventer. Peter James Gaventer. Austin John Hazley. Michael Joseph Haggerty. Aiden Chase Harper. Lana Noel Hawk. Adam Spencer Hay. Haley Eva Hoffman. Charles Andrew Hooper. Jaden Ty Hopkins. Anthony Harland Hornick. Christian Nicholas Ibarra. Jesse Lynn James. Maxwell Douglas Jennings. Jones.
Isabella Grace Lamberth. John Clark Lancaster. Mikhail Lichtenbaum. Brandon James MacDonald. Mia Danielle Manjares. Bryce Jean Mayhew. Alexis Paige McCarty. Adam Delano McDaniel. Bowden Andrew Melko. Trey Glover Mobley. Lillian Violetta Moore. Shiloh Mwune. Cole Bradley Newton. Anna Sophia Noriega Diaz. Gabriel Connor November. Anne Marie Nutas. Jacob Elijah O'Donnell. Juliana Alexis Amundsen. Daniela Leonor Otero. Zachary David Paventi. Fernanda Isabel Peña. Giovanni Pinzon. Kylie Rain Powers. Zachary Shone Presnell. Connor Michael Probst. Laura Purcell. Alexis Sofia Rodriguez. Gabriel David Rodriguez. Aaliyah Jaidelis Rojas Ortiz. Kaiser Talon Roop. Tegan Colleen Salamoni. Ava Ray Short. Brandon Malachi Smith. Cameron Reed Smith. Jonathan Gavin Trimberger. Seth Paul Viget. Raiden Alexander Villarreal Guti. Austin Blake Webb. Maggie Catherine White. David Benjamin Williford. Samuel David Wilson. Brian Pui Fung Yip. Matthew Austin Yoder. Last but not least, Abel Gray Walling Zimmerman. Please welcome back to the podium our principal, Mrs. Hay, and assistant principal, Mrs. Day.
Seniors, please rise. Ms. Hay, I am proud to present to you the Langtree Charter Academy, class of 2024. Each student assembled here has completed all requirements as set forth by both Langtree Charter Academy and the state of North Carolina, and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma or certificate of completion.
By the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Langtree Charter Academy, and confer upon each of you rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. At this time, please move your tassel from right to left to signify this rite of passage. Please join us in applauding their accomplishments. I am honored to present to you the Langtree Charter Academy graduating class of 2024. Please welcome our State Superintendent, Dave Machado, to the podium for remarks.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for inviting me here. This has been a pleasure and an honor, and I just want to say to all the families out here, thank you so much for entrusting your child at our school. We take that very seriously, and we appreciate that you chose Langtree. To the graduates, congratulations on a job well done. As you prepare for your next journey, I want to leave you with this quote from John Wooden, the legendary basketball coach at UCLA. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are. Your reputation is merely what people think you are. So the best of luck, and may God bless you and your families. Thank you.
families. We kindly ask that you wait for all the graduates and staff to exit, and then you